Greetings everyone and welcome back to another video. I'm here on Star Trek Online on my free-to-play account on my Saurian Captain, and I've been really busy recently with all the 12th anniversary stuff, specifically getting all the ship reviews out. Haven't had as much time to play on the free-to-play as I would have liked, but we've still been making progress, and we have something exciting to do in the video today. We're going to be able to get a new ship, and actually we're going to get 2 new ships. And then we also hit level 10, so that's going to give us a bunch of new stuff as well. We have a couple more points to spend on our skill tree. As you can see, I filled out advanced hull capacity all the way. And we're starting to put some points into energy weapon training. We'll be able to get retrains later on, but at least for the time being, we want to make sure that we're putting points into the stuff that we're going to use for leveling. And I think even if we switch to kinetics later or something, we're still going to want energy weapons primarily for the leveling process. So I'm going to go ahead and put these points into advanced energy weapon training. Okay, so now that we're level 10, we have our level 10 coupon. Okay, so we have some dilithium transferred over from our Jem'Hadar, who has been doing the daily for the event, and so we have 20,000 dilithium saved up here. So we are going to be able to get a lieutenant commander rank ship, but I'm going to go down to lieutenant ships real quick. And the one I want is the Constitution, the tier 1 Constitution, basically. Why do I want this? Well, it comes with forward and aft blue-colored phasers. These phasers scale with your level and can be equipped on any ship. And so it's just going to give us a couple of beam arrays that are blue quality that we're going to be able to level up for free and keep with us all the way on our journey, all the way up to level 65. And to be honest, we could even continue using them at level 65. So these are going to be really nice little boost for us right now. Only costs 15,000 dilithium. I think it's a good deal, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. So we're going to get our ship here. Now we need to get a ship to actually fly, so we're going to come over here to the Lieutenant Commander section. And we do have some more choices here. For example, we could get a warbird, you know, if we wanted to. What I really want, though, is a science seat. And I know that sounds a little bit weird, but the best thing that we could get right now is a ship that can slot photonic officer. Any rank of photonic officer is going to be our best bet right now. So we're going to go ahead and pick the only ship here that has a lieutenant science seat. So we're going to grab that. That's going to be the ship that we're going to fly. And did it name it the Quinn? That's pretty funny. Okay, so we're going to take a look at, we're going to get our blue phasers off of here. So let's go ahead and snag those. And they have the little infinity symbol showing us that they will be infinitely upgradable. But then we're actually going to ready this, oh no, it's not Quinn. It's Algonquin or something weird like that. So ready Starship, it's going to try and move our stuff over for us automatically because we haven't turned that off yet. And I'm just going to go ahead and put these in the 4 section and take one of our green ones here. And actually, now that we're leveled up, we should be able to buy some better stuff than this. So we're going to come over to the ship equipment vendor. I'm not saying we're going to be able to buy good stuff, of course, but you can look at the rank requirements here. This requires Lieutenant Commander, which we are. So even a Mark III white is probably going to be better than a Mark I green. So we want to make sure that we're going to go ahead and get upgraded here a bit. So we're going to take that there, and now we can come to our ship and get this Mark III in here to replace this Mark I. Unfortunately, if we take a look at this Omni that we got from the mission reward, it's not going to let us upgrade it on the ship, but we pull it off here. We go to upgrade item, and we should get free upgrades for it. The last time I did a free-to-play, it was not upgrading properly. Some of the mission rewards were not giving us the free upgrades. Thankfully, that one is. We do have a secondary deflector here, but that's Mark II. We don't want that, so we want to go ahead and get a higher rank items here. So we're going to go ahead and requisition some ship equipment, and you always want to just get the highest rank stuff that you can. So deflector dish here, even though this is a green one, it is also only Mark II. So we're going to go ahead and get a, what kind do we want here? I guess they're not really giving us a lot of choices, so we're going to get a neutrino one. It's going to give us control expertise, drain expertise, and perception. The one we have now has control expertise, drain, and perception. They're about the same. So we're going to go ahead and get this Mark III deflector. And that's what you should do every time you hit a milestone. If you have something better, that's great. If you have stuff that can be upgraded, upgrade it for free. Mission rewards and all that. If you have stuff that's kind of fallen behind though, at the bare minimum you should come here to the vendor and just replace it with, you know, whatever stuff you can buy here, the highest level stuff that you can buy here. So impulse engine, we currently only have a Mark II one. It does have a couple of nice modifiers on it. We're going to go ahead and replace it with a Mark III, and let's compare them. So this Mark II, even though it has 2 modifiers on it, gives us 9.6 flight speed. This one's giving us 8.6 flight speed, which is not as good. So the speed modifier on here is helping us a little bit. So maybe we will stick with the one we have for now, just because it does have that good modifier on it. Secondary deflector, they gave us a Mark II by default. We don't want that. We were going to want a Mark III one. Let's go ahead and grab a Mark III one. Slot that in there. Then warp core. Let's see what we already have. We have a Mark II one, but we can get a Mark III. So let's get a Mark III warp core. And we have a couple of choices. We can get an overcharged one, which is going to give aux power and max aux power, or a hyper injection one, which is going to give engine power. And I think we want engine power. Just because we picked a science ship doesn't mean we're going for a science build. And just speed in general, we're so slow in these early days that the speed is really going to be more useful for us. Let's go ahead and grab a Mark III hyper injection warp core. It's not going to be that big a deal. You know, a little bit of engine power isn't going to matter that much. Definitely want to upgrade our shields. Let's see what our options are. Yeah, we don't really have anything better in our inventory. So let's go ahead and get a shield, just a Mark III shield, and upgrade that as well. All right, so now we've got the deflector. Did we replace our deflector yet? Nope, let's replace our deflector here. And then for ship consoles, let's see what we've got. The engineering one, obviously, we need to upgrade that as well. So let's go ahead and get that upgraded and get that up to Mark IV. It's going to be able to take us all the way. We're allowed to have Mark IV, but the only stuff we can buy is Mark III, from the vendor anyway. And for science consoles, we don't have anything else. And then for tactical, we just have our one kind of lousy phaser array here, but that's okay. At this early stage, it's not really that important the way the scaling, difficulty scaling works. Damage isn't really our issue. Survival is more of our issue. Okay, so now I'm not going to, we've kind of upgraded our gear. I'm going to go ahead and do some more setting up, and then I'll see you out in space. Okay, we're back out here in space in our new ship, and for the first time, we have something that really resembles an actual build. So let's go ahead and take a look. I have spacebar spam set up. But if we look at our bar order down here, we've got Photonic Officer, so we're going to be able to cool down our abilities. This is why it's so much more valuable than having a lieutenant power of tactical or engineering, because those abilities are going to have their regular cooldown. We don't have any way to cool down any abilities right now outside of Photonic Officer. So if we had chosen a ship with a lieutenant tactical or a lieutenant engineering as the large seat that it had on there, then we would have gotten a more powerful ability. We could have gotten, you know, beam overload rank 2, for example, but it still would have had to have a really long cooldown on it. So now, by getting Photonic Officer, our other 4 Bridge Officer abilities are all going to recover their cooldown much faster, and we're going to be able to use them more often. So it's a much better multiplier, not only for our damage, but also for our survival. So we're going to trigger Photonic Officer. That's going to start the cooldown, and because the way it works is opposite the way aux to bat works. So aux to bat is something that's going to trigger and cool down stuff that's already on cooldown. So you want to like use your abilities, then use aux to bat. Photonic Officer is more of a cooldown over time, so it recharges by 2% each second. So you want to use it first, so that when you trigger your abilities, they start cooling down immediately. Then we have emergency power to weapons. That's going to give us weapon power, which is super important to us right now because we don't really have any way to mitigate that. And weapon power translates into a final damage multiplier, as well as just giving us some extra damage. Then we're going to go right from that into beam overload, which is going to give us even more damage. Then we go into that into our 2 survival abilities. We have polarized hull, which is going to give us damage resistance, and that's going to allow us to take less incoming damage. And then we go into tractor beam. And you might be thinking to yourself, how is tractor beam a survival ability? Well, I went out and got myself regenerative control synergy from of signs and portents. I'm thinking about doing a video just on this trait because I really like it. And whenever you activate a control bridge officer ability, you get 45% hull regeneration. So every time we activate tractor beam, and it's going to cool down much faster now that we have photonic officer, we're going to be getting that hull regeneration. We're going to be holding a target in place because we're not that maneuverable right now. We're doing beam overload, so we want those concentrated shots. We got to take the shield down because we're still doing early day combat. It's not like on my end game ship on my main account where I'm just obliterating everything in my path. Instead, we have to actually focus on whittling down individual ships. And that's why I like beam overload, because instead of spreading the damage out to all these different ships who are then going to immediately start regenerating their shields, we get these concentrated hits on a single target. Hit goes in, takes their shields down, now they're vulnerable. The next couple of volleys come in and take them down. That's the idea anyway. And I think that's a good strategy when you're leveling up and you don't have a lot of the other stuff to help you out. If we wanted to take advantage of the secondary deflector, which we're currently not doing, we can do that. I made sure to also pick up Tachyon Beam. Tachyon Beam will drain shields, but it will also trigger the secondary deflector. So if I'm playing and I decide that my survival is fine and I don't need the extra damage resistance, but I want to do more damage, now I have that option. I can just come in here, swap her out to Tachyon Beam, and now I'm getting extra shield drain, which is basically damage, and I'm getting damage from that secondary deflector. So I have a couple of options already, even at level 10. I have one option for survival if I feel like I'm dying too much, and then I have another option for damage if I need that as well. And of course, we have the sensor analysis, which is just built-in part of every science vessel that's going to help give us some more damage as well. Specifically, it's a single target thing, so that aligns with the beam overload that we're doing because we're focusing on one target at a time. All right, let's go out and do a patrol. Let's go ahead and do Argala. Up until now, I haven't really been able to finish in Argala. I've been too weak, but now that we're buffed up on our Wheaties here, I think we can take it, so let's go. All right, here we go. Kazon, your days are numbered. I'm coming for you. I may not have been much of a match when I was in my dinky tier 1 Miranda, but now you're going to pay. Finally, someone on the internet has the courage, not the ship, but the actual courage to show an Argala run. We've never seen this before. Incredible breaking footage of an underappreciated, under-recognized patrol. I'm chewing through them like butter now. This is amazing. I never showed you guys before, but I had come and tried to do it a couple times because this gives you choice marks the first time every day, and it's really good experience. It's one of the best patrols you can do for experience. So I was trying to do it as soon as I could. I really wasn't able to do it before, but now we're tearing through them like tissue paper. So getting a new ship was a huge upgrade, and having this cooldown management is just so nice. You don't realize how much you're going to miss cooldown management until you don't have it anymore. All it takes, I mean, look, you know, Photonic Officer 1 is not perfect. It's not bringing us down to the duplicate cooldown, but it is way, way, way better than nothing. Look at this. We're not even getting hurt here. Come on, get beam overload up. Oh no, oh no, oh no, we're getting trashed. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, we died. We're gonna be able to finish it, but yeah, we exploded. These fools have no idea. They can destroy us as many times as we want. We have infinite lives, infinite quarters. We're getting lots of drops. That's another good thing about Argala. You get lots of stuff. Enemies just drop a lot of stuff. Oh, what was that? What did we get there? What we got here? That was a Photon detonation. Oh, it's only for photon projectile. You don't see that every day. Yeah, look at that. Beam overloads cutting through them like butter. Alright, Kajmola's flagship. We're going in. Probably going to die here. Not gonna lie. This is not gonna be easy. Let's pick off the other ships first because they don't respawn. So let's see if we can maybe pick off the other ships first. Hit him with the sensor analysis. Okay, good, good. Shields are down. Hit him with the double whammy. Good, we got it. Let's turn around here to keep our other shields. So our left shield has a chance to regenerate. We'll pick off this other cruiser. Still got these raiders to deal with. I mean, I think he is going to spawn more raiders, but the cruisers should be gone now. I think they do a lot of the damage though, so I think picking those off was the right move. All right, let's get him. Actually, he's taking a beating here. I thought that he had this ship has a lot of hull on elite, but I guess it's not so bad on. Oh no, we blew up. I thought we were really gonna pull it off. All right, we got to pick off the rest of these raiders that he spawned. I'm just surprised that we still don't have a Kazon carrier in the game. It just seems weird to me, like we should have that. All right, let's see what marks we want. We've already gotten any choice pack today, so we're not going to get the full amount, but don't have any Lucari, any Temporal, any Terran. Let's grab some Terran marks. All right. Yeah, okay, buddy, you can stop talking now. All right, that's it. That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. And here in a moment, you're going to see the credits screen for all of my channel members. I want to say a special thank you to all of them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can hit the join button down below, but you don't need to join in order to keep up with my content. You can do that by hitting the subscribe button, and I'd also appreciate it if you hit the like button as well. Thank you for joining me. As always, have a great day. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.
This video was made possible by that one ad you've already skipped 100 times, and by contributions from members like you. Thank you.